should say. Hi everybody. We've got a square patch of sunlight here. Where that's coming from. Oh, it's absolutely lovely this afternoon. You've seen the rabbit. And Pat and I watched an episode of The Littlest Hobo on telly. It were on in the episode we watched was in 1964. And I used to love that programme. I really did. I once run away when I was young. Ran away from home. I didn't get far. I walked to Ilkley. It's in my book actually. But I remember singing theme tune to that. A-travelling, the world is my friend, a-drifting along the road without end. You want to look it up? It's about a little dog. Yeah, anyway, I thought I'd tell you. And I've just been looking at a picture of Billy Fury in 1964 when he made a film called I Got a Horse. And who played in that film but Amanda Barry with him. And she looked gorgeous. And women did look sexy in the 60s. And she finished up playing, what was the character, Pat, in Coronation Street? Alma. She played Alma in Coronation Street. Do you remember her? Good morning, everyone. Did you enjoy my little rendition of Littlest Hobo? Did I mention in that video? It's in me. Yeah, I did mention that it were in my book. When I worked for my dad at the laundry for a bit, I kept going back there. Every time I got sack, I'd go back to the laundry for a while and then clear off again. And one time I was at the laundry and I was a mate to a guy, and we that's before washing machines. People never had washing machines then, and you collected all their laundry and delivered it back again. And we were every day. You had a different route for the first 3 days, and then the last 3 days and a half you went back delivering what you collected on the first 3 days. That's how it worked. Well, anyway, my dad had a right-hand man, a supervisor, and who collared me one morning, and he really upset me because he accused me of thieving, stealing money from customers. You know, like pocketing the money that we'd taken for laundry and that. God, I was so shocked at being accused of this. I don't know where it had come from or what, how I'd supposed to have done it. And I just sat in the passenger seat in this van. And when we left the laundry, the depot, and went out delivering, I just sat there seething. And this guy started, because he knew I was boss's son, and he started tormenting me, you know. And I just got out and buggered off. And I walked to Ilkley. I wasn't going to come out. I set off and I was walking, and I don't know where I was walking to and what I was going to do. But I walked all the way from Leeds to Ilkley, which is a fair way. And that film, The Littlest Hobo, because it would have been about 1964, would that? And it was on my mind, you know, the film The Littlest Hobo while I was walking. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
They found out years later that it was Driver, wasn't it? Who were pocketing money.
Yeah, many years later, I did find out that the guy, the driver,
who were tormenting you.
He were embezzling money. Yeah. Yeah. But I never got an apology for that.
Not even from your dad?
No, not from my dad. No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, that's...
He always thought worse to you, didn't he, love?
Well, he did, but not without cause.
No. You were a little
I did
tinker.
give him plenty of cause for mistrusting me.
Yeah. Well, we got on with him later on when we got married, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We were all right when we were married. I came out of army and we lived nearby, not too far away.
Not too far.
And we worked together. Worked together when I had the milk round for a bit as well. Me and my dad, we bought a milk round together. Because my dad had got made redundant. He was a gaffer. He'd been there 30 years. But he'd had an heart attack. And he got made redundant. And I thought it'd be a good idea for us to have this milk round. And you'd only have to work a few hours early on the morning. That rest at day to your son. And
although it were hard work for a few hours that you were doing it.
Yeah, it didn't quite
work out.
It didn't quite work out. Well, it does anything. Let's face it. And we had trouble with when we bought the business. It came with a van. I mean, and we soon found out this van were big ends had gone on engine. And my dad took it to a garage and put a recon engine in it, and it were worse than the one we took out.
Oh.
So we finished up. I had, did I have a, because my dad bought a trailer.
Yeah.
And he hooked it up to his car, and we divided the round between the two of us. We put half of it on this little trailer, and did I deliver other half?
Yeah, I think you had, that when you had that, God,
I can't remember. I know afterwards, because I can't remember what vehicle I had to do it in. Yeah. I know when I was playing in the band, I had a van. Whether that was... No, that was when I was at college, and that was after this.
Didn't you have one of them that Alicia likes?
A Land Rover. I did have a Land Rover.
I think you put it in there.
Wow.
I think it was Land Rover.
Oh, that was crazy. Well, we thought it were all right because I only had to do half. My dad only had to do half. But there wasn't enough money in it for the pair of us.
And the whole thing.
And in the end, my dad said, I'm gonna have to get a job. I'm gonna have to leave it to you to do your thing and get a job.
Well, I think it was too hard for him anyway, lifting crates in and out. And
it was hard
moving
work.
them about. You didn't think about it when he'd had his heart attack, did you?
I think that'll be in my book as well. Because I when I was doing it on my own, I went and had the Bombay snip. You all know what that is. And I only had a day off after I'd had it. And of course then I was back at it, humping all these crates of milk about. Oh,
jumping in and out of the car.
And it all went. I won't go into I won't go into the gory details, but I was limping around doing this milk round at crack of dawn. I remember falling over a fence. There was a little low fence between one house and another, and instead of going all the way around, I caught my leg over to get over this fence, and I fell. I was laid on my back on grass.
Good morning.
At crack of dawn, moaning.
I don't know what people in the house must have thought.
If they heard me, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God.
Oh, what's that?
That was horrendous. Yeah. But after what, 4 years? 76, I think it was when we bought it. No, 3 years, 79. I sold it and went to art college. That's what I did, and I was absolutely exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to come home and go back to bed. And
about 8:30.
And he'd say, I'll just have a couple of hours. And that couple of hours got longer and longer until it was nearly 5 o'clock when I was wetting him up.
Yeah.
I couldn't get him awake.
I know.
It's time for tea, Trevor.
I know. Absolutely.
And then he would be back in bed at 9.
Yeah, I know. I was running the gallery as well. I used to go to bed for a couple of hours, and we had somebody who packed the eggs, didn't we? And looked after the gallery while I was in bed for that couple of hours. God. And then we used to have to go collecting money on a Thursday, Friday, and Thursday and Friday night, and then I used to mop up on a Saturday after I'd finished delivering on Saturday morning. Yeah. Yeah. Hard graft. It was.
Yeah, he used to come and pick me up from work at 4 or something, because with it being Friday, you got let out early, didn't you? I think it was 4:30, and we'd drive straight to milk round and start collecting, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Well, money
and then we used to go and shop. Week shopping.
For me.
And we used to do it for your grandma as well.
Yeah.
And drop it off. Drop your grandma's shopping off. And then we'd call in and get a takeaway, a curry or something. And then when we'd had that, we had to count all money and check everything, didn't we? Oh, yeah.
It was about 10:30 by the time we'd finished. Time to go to bed.
At night, yeah. Oh.
What you do when you're younger.
Yeah. God, I should have had to think of it all now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that energy you put into something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did plenty then.
But I paid it off.
Hello.
I borrowed the money to buy the milk round and paid it in the 3 years that I had it, paid it off. Yeah.
Made a profit on it when you sold it.
When I sold it, yeah, I did.
And you'd already sold a little bit off, hadn't you? Because you couldn't cope with it all on your own.
I did sell a little bit. There were a bit that were a little bit detached from the rest of it. Went in a little area. I think somebody had bought that separate. Anyway. So I eventually sold that bit.
To them.
That bit
we're doing
off. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have that now. All these dairies are... I don't know how it works now. There are milkmen, aren't there? I don't know how it works nowadays.
No,
That place where I used to go on Kirksall Road, it's not there anymore.
No, they pulled it down, didn't they?
I don't know what people do now. We'll have a few pages out of his diary. I haven't had this for a bit, have we? His diary. Right, 4th of December 2017. A fine sunny morning and a bit warmer, where everything is still wet through. A few still trying to play golf, but it's still too wet. I mopped the decking and went down to the driving range, mainly to keep fit, for I don't seem to be hitting the ball very well. After lunch we went to the garden centre to get our kid a birthday card. I can't stop worrying about money and whether the camper was worth the money. I'm always worrying about something. Yeah, I don't think it was. It's all irrational, but I keep going round in circles with it. You do, don't you? You never get anywhere. You just go round and round and round. My brain. The 5th. A dry morning. It remained cloudy all day. A little warmer. I went to the range again this morning. I met an older gentleman who told me my swing was all wrong. Too stiff. He showed me how to swing, which took a long time. I am going to have to practice this winter. Oh, dude, I had that ball on an elastic, golf ball on the end of an elastic, damn great elastic thing, like a bungee. You used to put a peg at ground and hit it, and it came back. After lunch, Pat and I took the awning down to the camper and spent all afternoon putting one side on it. Looked easy on the video, but not in reality. Yeah. It was worth doing though, as we learned a lot. It was a brilliant awning. But of course you couldn't move when you got it on. It wasn't one of these detachables.
No.
Very cold this morning, but sunny. I had a game of golf after breakfast. It's a shame the course is in such a state. Even the holes that were dry are wet now. Even though the holes that were dry are wet now. Got back about 1:15 and went straight out to get some fuel and stopped off at a very nice pub for lunch on the way to Ingamells. They're all trimmed up for Christmas and a roaring fire. Carried on to the caravan shop to get some sucker hooks for the camper. A bloke from the park range interested in the... a bloke from the park rang interested in the car. Because I had it up for sale, didn't I? He's going to have a look at it tomorrow.
They were just across the way, weren't they?
Yeah. He had a van on the static on the park. He hated the park more than I did. Following day, bitterly cold day. We spent most of the day yesterday preparing food for Wayne and Caroline coming round for a meal. Tried to add a few more songs to my phone, but it wouldn't do it. Tried to add a few more songs to my phone, but it won't do it.
Don't know.
Don't forget, I wasn't doing YouTube or Facebook are out.
No, you haven't got into that yet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, just songs that I've played on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Pat made a lovely curry, which we had at 6 p.m. Had a nice evening with Wayne and Caroline. They are younger than us and spoke at 100 miles an hour. It was a nice evening, good food, wine and conversation. They thought we would be fuddy-duddy, but we're surprised we weren't.
Oh.
Never invited us back, did they? We could never get on with anybody on there. We did try.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what they really did think of us.
No.
I don't think it were very much.
No. Probably not.
Judging by.
They had dogs and cats, didn't they?
What did that have to do with all?
Well, they used to have to bring them and take them home, and I think, did they have 2 Alsatians or 1? I don't remember now. And then they had friends that were on our side further down, didn't they? And they used to go to them for meals, but they had dogs as well.
They had parties on the decking.
Yeah.
To torment us, I think.
They were just jealous.
We were just jealous, weren't they, love?
No, we were just jealous.
We were just
We
jealous.
could see all these people and lights flashing, and we never got invited, did we?
We did.
Oh,
We never fit in, did we?
No, we
We
didn't
didn't fit in on that park at all.
No.
No. Because I won't play golf with them. I'd rather play on my own.
Mm. You were a little loner, weren't you?
Still am, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. But I've got you, babe.
Hi. I've got you.
You've only got me.
Oh, little love.
Well, I had to ring our Tracy this morning. I'd sent her a text and a messenger message telling her, I always tell her when we're coming back, let her know, you know. I've never got any response. So I finished up ringing her this morning.
She said she thought she'd sent you a message.
She said she thought she had. She was still in bed and all. Yeah, we're back there tomorrow.
Yeah.
For a week.
Go pick a bit of shopping up in the morning before we go back.
Yeah. Yeah, get us tablets. Make sure we've got them tablets.
She didn't say, did she?
No, she didn't. Yeah, I did. I didn't. Probably not come. Probably going to have to go up there again. And then we've got Mick's 80th birthday party.
Yeah. We have. Promised I'd take some logs and things over there, so before Tracy goes back to work we might have to borrow a car and just drop some off at Mick's.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, that's a new one. I
didn't mention it before, but I knew you'd forget. Yeah, I said we'd take some sticks and logs because they have outdoor things, don't they?
How were you assuming we'd get them to make?
Tracy's car.
Were you?
Mm.
Where do you get them?
They're in Tracy's tool room.
What are logs?
2 bags. Yeah.
Oh,
Bag
all right.
a bag of sticks and a bag of logs.
All right. There you go. You see, I know nothing.
What Tracy had. She said I could have them. So.
Why did Tracy have them?
When they went away to cottage somewhere, they bought them for fire outside.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember.
Never used them.
Okay, folks, we better call it a draw here because there's a little bit on front of this.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll all be well. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you in the morning. Like it'll be.
Sometime.
Yeah, you know, one of them, and one of them again. Yeah. See you, folks. Bye.
Bye.